So Donald Trump was speaking to a group of Republican governors yesterday, and he said he's got a bunch of money to run for another term, like $600 million, something like that. And he's like, well, I can't run for a third term. Well, maybe I can. I'll have to look into it. But they say I can't run, which he can't. He is ineligible to run for a third term. 22nd Amendment clearly states no person may be elected to the office of president more than twice. So he can't be president in 2028. He may not even make it to 2028. There's a lot of speculation as to whether or not he may end up getting impeached and removed. I know a lot of people are saying Republicans will never do it, but with some of the stuff he is threatening, he may leave Republicans no choice. He's not in the best of health. He seems to be facing mental decline, which is obvious by some of the things he talks about, the way he talks about it. So he may not even make it to 2028, but he was talking about the midterms anyway, and he said the Republicans are going to gain more seats in the midterms, and as far as the blue states, we may wipe them off the map entirely. Now, before you get all worked up about a third term for Trump, remember he's not allowed. And before you get worked up about him saying he's going to wipe blue states off the map, remember, he said he was going to carry New York and California in the general election too, and he didn't. He is posturing. He is trying to play from a point of strength, knowing that he is very, very weak at this point. He's got one of the thinnest margins in the House of Representatives in history, or at least going back 100 years. They only currently hold the House by I think it's one seat right now, with the current majority as it sits, with 3 vacant seats. If all 3 of those seats flip to Democrats when they have those special elections, he may not even have the House of Representatives going into the midterms. It is entirely possible that he doesn't have control of the House, and then nothing absolutely would get done. But he thinks they're going to have control of the House and control of the Senate, going into the second half of his term, and I just don't think that's going to be possible. Democrats stand a good chance of flipping, and if you look at history, typically the president's party loses ground in Congress, in both chambers, during the midterms. It happened to Barack Obama, it happened to Joe Biden, it happened to Donald Trump. So just because he's saying he's coming from a position like that and they're going to wipe blue states off the map, he's posturing. It's not going to happen.